Good day. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create an interactive PowerPoint presentation. Now, an interactive PowerPoint presentation is helpful in making your teaching a little bit more engaging. So, how are you going to make one? Before that, I'm going to show you an example of an interactive PowerPoint presentation. This is an example of an interactive PowerPoint presentation. Okay, this is exclusively for the grade 5 and grade 6. But how does it work? Okay, here it is. So now we have here an example. So let's say this is a game. So what makes it interactive is that you can click actually you can add some programs and your audience can just click it. So for example, this is a game for invertebrates and it says here, click here to start. When you click here to start, you will be directed to the next page. Now, let's say the question is, which is not an invertebrate? So, which is not? For example, is that a spider? If you click spider, oops, that's wrong. So you're going to click try again. Click try again. Now, if you're going to click some other option, like for example, you click clam. Oh, that's click try again. Then you click try again. Let's say, let's try turtle. Okay. And your answer is correct. Now let's click continue. Okay, question number 2. These are soft-bodied organisms. Example of which are octopi. So, which is the correct answer? For example, your correct answer is Nidaria. Let's say, for example, your answer is Nidaria, and that's wrong. So, you are directed in this slide because your answer is wrong. So, click try again, and let's try mollusks, and you're correct. Let's try continue. Then which of the following does not belong to the group? So is it ants, earthworms, shrimp, butterfly? So ant is an arthropod, butterfly is an arthropod, shrimp is an arthropod. Ant, butterfly, and arthropod belongs and shrimp actually belong to the phylum Arthropoda. But ant and butterfly are insects, and shrimp belong to subphylum of uh, crustaceans. And the correct answer here is earthworm. Okay, that's an example. So now, how are you going to create this interactive PowerPoint presentation? Well, that's easy. So let's try to make one. Okay, so that is your interactive PowerPoint presentation. Let's create a new PowerPoint presentation over here. And let's say, for example, uh, you want you change the layout. Let's make it like that, and let's insert some characters. Let's say if you want to insert a word art over here. So let's say this one. You want this one, and your lesson, for example, is about, let's see, photosynthesis. Okay, let's say your answer is photosynthesis. Okay, you can make the fill colors like if you want this way or like that. For example, you want that, and the outline. The outline is let's see red. For example, you want red. Okay, and change the weight to make it more attractive, and then like that. And you can also add pictures if you want. Okay, and this is how are you going to do this. Let's say you copy paste this one, Control C and Control V this one, and let's say click here, click here to start the game. Okay, click here to start the game, and let's add new slide. Okay, click here to start the game. Okay, let's, for example, you want to change the background. For example, the background, let's format background. Okay, change the color of the background. Let's say you want it uh, light blue, and then the transparency is something like that, and apply it to all. Okay, now let's create some. Okay, so click this part and click insert. This is the insert uh, tab here. So what's next is click action, and then click hyperlink to, and then let's say next slide. Yes, that's next slide. Okay, now let's add here some information um, like question number one, for example. Let's just copy and paste this one here. Okay, let's say you want question number one. Let's say question one. Let's say, for example, this is question number one. And you copy and paste that. And then, so you can add more question here. Okay, let's say, what is the process by which plants make their own food? Okay, put a question mark. All right, and you can adjust the font size, like, okay, or you can also do it like that. I guess we need to increase the font. Okay, here we go. I want to change the fill, so, and the outline, of course, let's say I want it this way. All right, now let's see. If you're going to click here, we'll be directed to the next slide. Okay, now let's add some options, like, for example, you want this. Okay, you want some options. Okay, let's say, for example, photosynthesis. Okay, this is the option, photosynthesis. And let's say I want to put some hydrolysis, for example. And then let's put for choices. Let's say you want trapezium, and the other one, let's say respiration, for example. Okay. And then if you're going to program this one, you click, and then you add, click insert, then add action. No, just let's add more, another slide. Let's add another slide. Then you click this part. I want more slides. Okay. Click this part if you want to program. And then you go to insert, action, then hyperlink to the next page. Hyperlink to the next page. Next slide. Okay, then click OK. Then let's say the next slide is, let's insert a word art. Okay, you're correct. Let's say your answer is correct. Let's say, for example, you want it this way. And let's change the fill. Let's say you want that. And this one also, let's say you want yellow. Change the outline, or outline edge, outline weight, and your answer is correct. Now, let's try it. Okay, photosynthesis, this is, click here to start the game. Okay, you will be directed here. And then, what is the process by which plants make their own food? Now, if you're going to click this one, you will be directed to the next page, like your answer is correct. But dito, here we were not able to add some program. Let's add more. Let's say I want it, your answer is, okay, and try again. Okay, I guess I have some actions here. Okay, now when you click this one, if you are going to program that, click action, and then we want this, we want your audience that when you click this, when they click this part, they will be directed to this. So how are we going to do that? When they click this part, they will be directed to this. Okay, let's do it. Click this one, then add action, then hyperlink to, click slide here to the fourth slide. Okay, that if you can also play sound like whoosh. Okay, then do the same thing with this. Okay, hyperlink to slide number 4. Okay, you can play sound like whoosh. Here we go. Then last one, we have hyperlink to slide number 4. Okay, here we go. You can add some sound also like whoosh. And let's start. Okay, here we go. When you click this start, to click here, okay, click here to start, and then this is the question. What is the process by which plants make their own food? If your answer is wrong, let's try again. Okay. Now, if your answer is correct, let's say for example, if your answer is correct, try again. If your answer is not correct, let's try again. But let's do it. If your answer is this, that is try again. Now, if your answer is this one, try again. But how are we going to program this one? Okay, just click this and add action, then hyperlink to the second slide, so that your audience will be directed to the second slide again. Okay. Okay, let's see. Click here to start. If you click that, okay, will be directed to the same slide. But if you click that, okay. Let's see. His answer is correct. Okay. Let's see. Your answer is correct. Now let's add more. Just click here. Let's say click here to continue. Okay, let's program this one. Add some action hyperlink to the. Let's add. Wait. Let's add another slide here. Okay. Let's add action hyperlink to then slide number 5. We want slide number 5. Okay. Now let's start. Okay. Click here, photosynthesis. Click here to continue. Will be directed to the next slide. Now, let's say you want another question here. Okay, let's copy and paste those questions over here. Okay. All right. Now, let's say this is your question number 2. Okay. Now, let's continue. Let's try it. Photosynthesis, click here to start the game. What is the process by which plants make their own food? Tropism, try again. Hydrolysis, try again. Respiration, try again. How about photosynthesis? Click here. Your answer is correct. Click here to continue. Okay, this is now the question number 2. Okay. Now I hope you learned something in this video, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.